Let's understand how to add or edit company information in your dashboard. Scroll down the menu bar to view more options and continue with the process. Tap on the settings icon. Tap on the settings. The company info page will appear. To add or edit the company name and logo, tap on the respective fields. Tap on company name and logo. Enter company or brand name. Enter the company registered name. Tap on logo to edit or add logo. Tap on Save Changes to save changes. Company details updated successfully. To edit the company address, tap on the company address field, make the required changes. Enter address line. Enter city name. Enter state or province. Enter PIN code. Tap on Save Changes to save changes. Company address updated successfully. To add or edit company information, tap on the company information section, update the required details, and then save the changes. Enter the phone number. Enter the email address. Enter the website link. Enter the industry. Enter the company description. Tap on Save Changes to apply the updates. Company details updated successfully. Let's understand how to add or edit departments and branches. In your dashboard, scroll down the menu bar to locate the required section. Tap on Setting icon. Tap on the Settings icon to access configuration options. Tap on Branches or Department to manage them. To add a new branch, tap on the Add New Branch button and enter the required details. Enter the branch name in the given field. Enter the branch address in the address field. Enter the city name in the city field. Enter the state or province in the designated field. Enter the branch PIN code in the PIN code field. Tap the switch to turn geofencing on or off as required. Enter the latitude of the branch in the designated field. Enter the longitude of the branch in the designated field. Select the geofence radius from the available options. Enter the Google Map link of the branch location in the given field. You can also set the branch location directly on the map for accuracy. Enable geotagging for the clock-in location to track attendance accurately. Enable geotagging for the clock-out location to track attendance accurately. Enable selfie verification for clock-in. Enable selfie verification for clock-out. Tap Add New to save the branch details you have entered. New branch added successfully. To add a new department, tap on Add New and enter the required details. Choose the branch and tap on the Add icon to create a new department. Select the department from the list of available options. Or create a new department by tapping Add New and entering the required details. Enter the new department name in the given field. Select the branch to associate with the department. Select a color for the department to easily identify it in the system. Select the department head from the list of available employees. Tap to enable geofencing for the department to track location-based activities. Enter the latitude. Enter the longitude. Select the geofence radius, or you can set it directly on the map for accuracy. Enable geo-tracking to monitor location-based activities for the department. Enable geo-tagging for the clock-in location to accurately record employee attendance. Enable geo-tagging for the clock-out. Enable selfie verification on clock-in. Enable geo-tracking for the clock-out. Tap on Add New to submit. A pop-up will appear. Tap on Submit to submit. The new department has been added successfully. To edit department, tap on drop-down icon. Tap on Department. Enter department name. Select branch. Select department color. Enter latitude. Enter longitude. Select geofence radius. Enter the Google Map link for the location, or set it directly on the map for accuracy. Enable geo-tracking to monitor location-based activities accurately. Enable geo-tagging in clock-in and clock-out location. Enable selfie verification on clock-in and clock-out. Tap on Save Changes to save changes. Department updated successfully. To add or edit a user document. In your dashboard, scroll down to the menu bar to continue. Tap on the Settings icon to proceed. Tap on Setting. Setting page will appear. Tap on User Document. To add new document category, tap on Add New Category to open the form, where you can enter the details for creating a new category. Enter the category name in the given field to create a new category. Select the status as active or inactive, based on your requirement. Tap on Save Category to save the details you have entered. The category has been created successfully. To add document type, tap on the Add icon to open the form, where you can enter the required details for adding a new item. Select the document category from the available options, such as Education, Previous Employment, Family Details, Aadhaar Card, or others, to proceed. Enter the document name, for example, XYZ, in the given field. Select the document type from the list of available options. Select whether the document is mandatory or not, based on your requirement. Choose the status as active or inactive, depending on your requirement. Tap Update to save the changes you have made. The document has been added successfully. To edit a document, tap on the drop-down icon to view the available options. Select the document you want to edit from the list. Select Category. Enter document name. Enter document type. Select the document as mandatory or not. Select status active or inactive. Tap on Update to submit. Document updated successfully. Let's get started with how to add or edit leaves. In your dashboard, scroll down to the menu bar. Tap on the Settings icon to access your account and system options. Tap on the Settings. Settings page will appear. Tap on Leave Setting. The Leave Settings page will appear. Tap on Add New Leave category to create a new type of leave. A form will appear on your screen. Enter the leave type name in the provided field. Enable or disable the leave carry forward option as per your requirement. Choose a leave type color from the available options. Allocate leaves to users either on a monthly or yearly basis. In the allocation section, specify the number of leaves assigned to interns based on your policy. Enter the number of leaves to be allocated under provision. Enter the number of leaves to be allocated for permanent employees. In the form, select yes if you want the document field to appear for this leave type, or no to hide it. Select yes or no to indicate if a document is required for this leave. Select the allowed document file format for this leave type. Enable or select special leave type if this leave has specific rules. Enter the minimum service days required to be eligible for this leave. Select the gender applicability for this leave type. Tap Submit to add the new leave category. A confirmation message will appear, leave type created successfully. Click on back arrow. To edit a leave category, select the category you want to modify and tap Edit. Tap on the leave category you want to edit. Edit the leave type name as needed. Edit the leave carry forward option as needed. Edit the leave type color as needed. Edit the allocated leaves for the user as needed. Edit the show document field option as needed. Edit the document required option as needed. Select the document file format for this leave type. Edit the special leave type option as needed. Edit the minimum service days required for this leave type. Edit the gender applicability for this leave type. Tap Save Changes to submit. Leave type updated successfully. Let's understand how to set the regularization limit in the system. In your dashboard, scroll down the menu bar. Tap on Setting icon. Tap on Setting. Setting page will appear. Tap on Regularization. The regularization setting will appear. To set a regularization request limit, tap on Regularization Request Limit. A pop-up will appear. Tap on the add icon to increase the request limit. Tap on the subtract icon to decrease the request limit. Check the box to validate participation, applicable for both new and old users. Tap on Confirm to submit. Regularization settings have been updated successfully. Set a time limit for requesting regularization. Tap on Time limit for requesting regularization. A pop-up will appear. Tap on the add icon to increase the request limit, in days. Tap on the minus icon to reduce the request limit, in days. Check the box to validate for old users as well. Tap Confirm to submit. Regularization setting updated successfully. Let's understand the helpdesk setting. In your dashboard, scroll down the menu bar. Tap on the Settings icon. Tap on Settings. The settings page will appear. Tap on Helpdesk. To add a new issue category, tap on Add New Issue Category. Enter the subject type. Enter the number of hours after which the issue should be escalated. Select branch. Select the users who will respond to your ticket. Select the users for escalation level user. Tap Submit to complete the submission. Ticket type created successfully. To deactivate an issue category, tap on bin icon. Tap on Yes, Deactivate to deactivate the issue. Ticket type deactivated successfully. Let's begin by understanding Assets settings. In your dashboard, use the scroll down menu bar to explore more options. Tap on the Settings icon. Tap on the Settings. The settings page will appear on your screen. Scroll down. Tap on Asset Settings to continue. Now that we're in Asset Settings, to add a new vendor, tap Add New Vendor. Enter your vendor name. Enter the contact person name. Enter the email address of the vendor. Enter the phone number of the vendor. After filling all the detail, tap Create Vendor to create. Your vendor created successfully. Now to edit vendor's detail. Tap on the vendor's name whom you want to edit. Here, you can edit your vendor's name. Here, edit your contact person name. Here, edit vendor's email. Here, edit vendor's phone number. After editing, tap Update Vendor to update changes. Your vendor's updated successfully. Admin settings session ended. Thank you.